When Kathy Zeitz took over as principal of Wagner High School in 2011, her charge was to improve student academic performance in college and career readiness, which was among the lowest in the state. But to do that, she first needed to change the environment.
When I got here, I completely rebranded the school. The school had traditional in its name. Well, we're not traditional. We have a very diverse student population. We had a uniform and a kind of a code of dress that didn't really support kids that were in religious and cultural garb. And, you know, we want to embrace all those things. And I also don't believe that you control kids with the way that they dress. When we rebranded and renamed the school, we went back to its original school name, Mamie S. Wagner High School. That's who we are. That's who we've been. Wagner has a rich tradition of success, and it was when it was called Mamie S. Wagner High School.
Next came professional consulting for teachers, technology training, and upgrades. At the same time came renovations to the school's medical lab, science lab, classrooms, and lobby before the 2011-2012 school year.
Kids felt it immediately. They felt that a lot of decisions had been made that were student-centered, and it was in everything that we did. We really worked on our outside appearance. What does the outside of the building look like? The grounds, facilities, and really investing in clothing for kids that did not have school insignia wear. You're going to get it. If you can't afford it, I'm going to give it to you because I want you to wear it.
With the students happier with their surroundings, things began to improve in the classroom. Wagner increased the percentage of students achieving English and reading benchmarks on the ACT, as well as the percentage of college and career-ready students. In addition, the percentage of students meeting plan English, math, and reading benchmarks increased from 2010-2011 to 2011-2012.
Attendance is up, dropouts down. Kids are graduating in 4 years, more than they were before I got here. You know, last year was our first year of data. We were up 14.5%. We're also trying to really focus on preparing kids for things like the ACT. We looked at the kids that had just taken it as juniors. Then the year I had them for the full year as seniors. In that year, that composite for that graduating class, their ACT composite went up multiple points. And that means a lot of kids made a serious jump in their ACT score just in that year they were trying to recover benchmarks for graduation. And so there's all these little indicators that really no one ever looks at that tell us that we're making a difference.
Junior Dominic Slay is one of Wagner's top students and a math tutor who helps other students as part of the peer tutoring program at Wagner.
Teachers recommend students to go to a room where they are assigned students to peer tutor. So we go to a classroom throughout the school and pick up a student who needs help. We take them only from elective classes, and then we can we take them back to the room, help them catch up on that subject. So by the time they get back to their math class, they're caught up with the rest of the students.
Slay says he's seen firsthand improvements over the last couple of years.
Ever since I've gotten here, I've heard the school, used to be a little worse, but now the school has definitely improved, and I've seen it, especially since last year. The thing I like best about Wagner is definitely the teachers. They're very engaged, and they really expect a lot from the students. There's a lot of programs to help students, and they definitely expect us, with all the programs around, to exceed. And I can see that with tests like the AP tests, and ACT tests that are regulated all throughout the country, and I can definitely get high scores on those. So that means the school's teaching me everything that I actually do need to know.
Sophomore Kristen Fraley moved from Tennessee last year and chose Wagner so she could study sports medicine. She's frustrated that many people on the outside still look at it as a failing school.
I feel that people don't really see how good Wagner is because of all the bad reputation it's gotten. But I can't really, compare things because I haven't been here. But as far as I can see, Wagner is a great facility. There's a lot of hands-on things. So when you're trying to find like the bones and ligaments and everything, it's really interesting. And it's not like other classes where you have to sit down and just write notes the whole class. You're actually up and moving about and trying to find the humerus and other things on people.
Angela Greathouse is a first-year teacher at Wagner. While she wasn't around during the bad times, she could see why the school is improving.
I believe that it has great leadership, so it has great potential, and you also have great staff here. I feel very well supported. As a new teacher, I can't tell you as far as the support goes, and I believe that is what makes me come back each and every day, is the support and the leadership here, honestly.
Greathouse is the first to admit that not everything at Wagner is where it needs to be, but she feels that the school's administration has things going in the right direction. Now it's just a matter of time to show improvement.
It takes a good 3 years to really see trends and positive trends when you've had changes. It takes a good year to go through that change, and then it takes time to adjust to that change and to make things happen.
Wagner still struggles with low enrollment and a lack of parent involvement. The school currently has 800 students compared to a previous high of 1,400. Wagner also has struggled with attracting students from its reside area in St. Matthews because of negative perceptions. It developed a reputation for being run down, having student behavioral problems, low test scores, and dwindling resources and programs as attendance waned.
I would say the biggest challenge at the end of the day is helping teachers bring Common Core standards to kids in a way they can access them and be competent, and then finally getting these kids to really show that they can graduate and be college career ready. And how do we know that? We know that by ACT performance. We know that by industry credentials and certifications. We know that by students graduating. And so those are all things that we hope are, at the end of the day, something that we can show success with.
For Pure Politics, I'm Don Weber.